Good afternoon and welcome back to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We have Consensus 2018 in town in New York City. It's the world's largest blockchain conference. Joining me for this segment is Fran Strajnar. He is the CEO of Brave New Coin. Thank you very much for joining us at MarketSite today. Let's talk about the conference real quick before we get into crypto data. It's really grown. I mean, it's literally doubled and tripled over the past couple of years.
10x easy. So, back in 2014, inside Bitcoin's here in New York, April, we thought that it was a huge conference with 300 people that turned up there after years of, being looked at like we're the crazy ones. And we've just seen it grow and become, institutionalized to a large degree. So this is 4 times bigger than last year, and it's just amazing what's happening.
It is pretty amazing. And so let's talk about that. I mean, we love talking about data at the market site. So how about cryptocurrency market data and how blockchain is going to change the way the industry looks at news analysis?
Yeah, I mean, look, data is now literally money, right? So we set up a data company back in 2014 because there was a complete lack of infrastructure and we couldn't day trade ourselves. And, we saw that the industry needed some fundamental infrastructure to grow as an asset class. So first and foremost, we realized that this is a 4th superclass of assets. And what's actually going on is the digitization of value. Right, so it goes through this exponential rise, takes years to break out of the deceptive stage where it doesn't look like much is happening. And then obviously like last year, Q4, we saw a phenomenal increase, and that's mainly due to more and more tools and on-ramps becoming available for people to participate.
So what does the future look like with cryptocurrency? Are we just at the beginning of everything that can be done with all this data?
I think that we're going from early adopters to early majority in a couple of years, so we're still at the sort of early adopter stage. To put it in perspective, there's less than 0.01% of households globally interacting with digital currencies in a meaningful way on a daily basis. Right, so all the big sovereign wealth funds and the institutional banks, they're only just exploring it now, starting to sort of put less than 1 point into their portfolio into this asset class.
Let's talk about the nation-state adoption of cryptocurrency, particularly the Brazilian market, where it's home to most of the crypto traders.
Yeah, so the largest South American market data provider, Piracus, is one of our partners, and we've seen a phenomenal growth out of South America and the interest there. I believe that it's part because the currencies in South America aren't exactly the most stable, and so people are just looking for plan B. Right, cryptocurrencies allows them something to take self-custody and self-control, empower themselves in peer-to-peer transact. The payments infrastructure is just not there, and there's many reasons why it's growing faster in those countries.
All right, and to wrap up, do you think we'll ever see a global classification standard for cryptocurrency?
Oh, we built one. We have the general taxonomy for cryptographic assets, and it's a full classification for this industry. It's a work in progress. We've spent 18 months researching it and building it. It's available for API as well as a handful of case studies that were built around it. So that allows us to build out portfolios and understand what is this stuff and which subsectors are growing faster than other subsectors within this asset class.
Sounds like a piece of the future is already here then.
Well, we're working on it. Yeah, it's a lot of time and effort gone into that research for sure.
All right. Well, thank you very much for joining us
Thanks
at MarketSite. And thank you for joining me. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.